It is very hard to be unaware of the processes that take place in the farming of animals and animal products. And social media has played a massive role in the spreading of video, image, and informational content. In this video, I will essentially repeat that. But I'm not going to claim that this is what happens everywhere. I am not against eating meat or animal products. I'm against unethical consumption, which sounds stupid to say as it is so hard to consume anything ethically. I cannot define any moral good or bad. It is possible that you see this video and believe the ends justify the means. I'm not going to say that killing animals is ethical or unethical. In this series of videos, I've tended to focus more on the impact of the animals rather than the impact on the animals, which is a bit unfair. After all, none of the consequences of animal agriculture are really the fault of the animals themselves, but humans' exploitation of them. Before we get into the meat of this video, I must give a warning. The images displayed are of animals in distress, and if you are squeamish, it is advised that you click away now. If you want to know the content of this video without the shocking imagery, a transcript will be available in the description below. Let's talk about chicken. Australia is the leader in chicken consumption, with a consumption rate of almost kilograms per person per year. But that number is nothing compared to the estimated 50 billion chickens worldwide raised for meat each year. And their lives are anything but glamorous. For starters, a factory farmed chicken will live to the grand old age of 42 days. In this time, they are expected to gain 50 grams in weight every day, but their immune system, organs, and legs cannot keep up, so they suffer through a range of physical problems as a result. The poor treatment of chickens doesn't stop at the demand for their meat, but for their eggs as well. Egg-laying hens can empathize with their to-be-slaughtered brethren in the aspect that they too are crammed into tight spaces, be it cages or not. It is common for the beaks of hens to be trimmed in the appropriately named practice of beak trimming, in which a hot blade is used to sear off the nerve tissue-filled beak. I think you get the picture. Pigs are another animal which is intensively farmed globally. In Australia, concern for pigs has led to the industry phasing out the use of sow stalls, which are steel cages where mother pigs are kept while pregnant. But due to a lack of information, consumers are still buying from countries that use sow stalls. Most pigs raised for meat are squished into barren, concrete pens, and mother pigs have no room to turn around or lie down comfortably, causing stress and pain. Overcrowding leads to the spread of infection, increasing the need for antibiotics, which in turn creates the right conditions for superbugs to emerge, bacteria which cannot be treated by medicine. Cows are widely renowned as gentle and maternal creatures, but in industrial farms, they are valued as nothing more than a commodity. Cattle are often restricted within a particular area. As a result, they have no refuge from extreme weather. Many die as a result of intense heat, hypothermia, and even seasonal floods. For the last portion of their lives, they are kept in tight feedlots and are fed a diet inappropriate for their specialized digestion. Not all animals are farmed this way, and as a consumer, there are ways of finding out where the meat you eat came from. A simple Google search can go a long way. Choice.com has a handy blog post which is linked in the description. I have also linked the Australian Welfare Standards and Guidelines webpage down below if you wanted more information on that. If you like this video, be sure to check out the others in the series, and thank you for watching.